What are the resources that are going to drive the future performance and value of your business? Today I'm going to talk about the multi-capital model, which is a great tool to answer that question. Now, in my past posts, I've talked about the fact that the traditional financial model no longer explains most of the important value drivers in a business today. The beauty of the multi-capital model is that it enables us to talk about financial and non-financial value drivers in a single conversation, in a single view. So let's dig in a little deeper. The first level is the traditional financial perspective, and this includes the things that we already consider to be capital of a business. This is the financial assets that they own, as well as all the hard assets, from buildings, equipment, computers even. But it doesn't include what's going on inside the computers, and that's this whole other class of assets that are often called intangible capitals, knowledge capital. Some people call it collectively intellectual capital. But the point is that information technology has created enormous value in businesses, and it's in a number of different types of capital if you take a long-term resource view of a business. So the first one is that content that's inside of computers. It's data, it's processes, sometimes it's intellectual property. But it also includes the people who are helping develop the data, that are using the computers, who are adding to the innovation of a company. It also includes the people that are connected, or in the organizations that are connected to a company through its relationship capital. This includes customers and partners of all kinds, including suppliers and even society in general. And finally, there's a category of capital that many of us use. I call it strategic capital. Leif Edvinson used to call it business recipe. But, and there are others who use it through the idea of governance. But basically, this is kind of the operating logic, the glue that binds it all together. And in here, you have to talk about the purpose of the business and the business model, and culture, which is really one of the most important and most intangible aspects of business. And then governance. And governance is really the connection with the third perspective, which broadly speaking we can call the sustainability movement. In the US, we talk a lot about environmental, social, and governance. There are a lot of different threads to this. But the first big thing it brings to the model is natural capital, and that's something that has been ignored and been considered an externality for many years. But the sustainability movement really brings an external perspective on many of these capitals that I already talked about in terms of the intangibles. So a great example would be human capital, where I was talking earlier about the role of people in the value creation process of a company. But the sustainability movement, quite rightly, takes perspective of human capital as people. So we're thinking about their quality of life, issues of equity, fairness, compensation, the role of people in society. So the beauty of this of the integrated model is that it gives us a format and a conversation where we can talk about these things all in one place. So this, in a nutshell, is the multi-capital model. There's lots more to it, and I'll just keep talking about it in future posts. In the meantime, please visit our website, smarter-companies.com. There are a lot of briefing papers, and if you want to make sure to catch the next post, please subscribe to this on this channel on YouTube. See you again next time. Thanks.